Sundry. This is episode number 14 of our Flosstube series.
Yep.
And we are a cross-stitch, stitchy, sewing, maybe
Sometimes
podcast. Sometimes we just run into whatever craft we're feeling at the moment. My name's Lauren.
I'm Devyn.
And I can be found at Lauren Up Stitching on Instagram.
And I can be found as Devyn_no loose ends on Instagram.
And we have whips. We have finishes.
I have
we
finished.
Have new starts. We have
Guys.
so much this time.
I'm excited. I am so excited. I am like, all right. I'm gonna jump. Wait, should we ask what we're doing? What have we been up to?
Oh yeah, we should do.
We do a little. We usually chat.
I've done nothing but primed basement. I have blisters on my hands. My one hand can't grip anything anymore because I've just held a paint roller for 5 days, and so like it's just like it's dead, and so that's what I've been doing. I haven't been doing anything else. I've
been doing a whole bunch of crap. I have been making jam. I ordered some strawberries from the kids fundraiser thingy that they do around here every year in the spring. So I got 2 flasks of strawberries and I am making some jam and I'm having fun. Except for, apparently, in this pandemic of a crisis world that we're living in, jars are a scarcity.
Yeah, everybody's canning.
I am not a person who just has a stash of jars. My grandma does, and I was gonna borrow from her, but she's pretty stingy with her jars. So what I did was I went to Walmart in LaVale, and then I went to Walmart in Oakland, and then they were all sold out. I mean, like the canning shelf is just white.
Yeah,
there's like one thing left. And it's the 4-ounce jars, which are like this big jars.
No, nobody wants that jam.
So, finally found jars at Nailers.
Yeah, oh yeah, they have a huge canning section.
Yeah. And I'm like, thank you. And they also put a limit on, like, it's 1 box per person. So they're really trying to help prevent
the run-on stuff.
Yeah. So I was able to get my jars. I've made, I don't even know, like 15 jars of jam at this point. And I still have like almost a whole flat to go. So much jam, but it's delicious. It is very easy like recipe because it's basically just strawberries and some sugar and some lemon juice. Oh, and the cool thing is canning. I'm not doing the water bath canning. I watched a YouTube video of a guy whose name I don't remember, but I'll link him below. He shows you this cool technique where he says his family has never done. The cat is going nuts.
Can you hear the cat losing its mind?
His family has never done water bath canning, and so what you do is you put the hot liquid in the hot jar, like you bake your jar at 250 degrees for I don't know. I just let it bake the entire time we were making the jam, and then you put your hot liquid in, and then you screw the lids on, turn your jars upside down for 5 minutes.
Oh, and it creates that vacuum.
And then you turn them right side up, and once they're up, they'll pop. And I had 1 jar that didn't seal, but I think that's because I didn't screw the lid on tight enough. That was my fault.
That is really cool because I've only ever, my family does not can that much. I think we have 1 aunt that bothers. As poor as my mom's family grew up, you'd think canning would be like the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think they actually taught the kids how to cook. Like, I think like all the kids were always just taken care of by mom, so they like never learned. But the only canning I've ever seen is where you have to boil the jars and they're in the water bath for like a million years and it's messy and it's like.
Well, it takes up a lot of space because you need that the water bath method. You need that thingy that can sit on both burners.
Yeah.
It's got to be that massive pot. But, I mean, or you can do it, like, now you can do it in the pressure cooker, which I have done that before with this jam. But I'm afraid of the pressure cooker because I don't cook. I am a chicken of all the things. I was
going to say, didn't you just tell me you're afraid of electric razors, you're afraid of pressure cooker?
I'm afraid of technology, man. No, I'm just afraid of being in control of these dangerous machines. So,
Sewing machines.
Sewing machines are scary. Hey, I have conquered my fear. I have sewn a few things.
You have. You're doing good.
But, anyway, yes, I've made some jam.
We are finally melting out from the winter snow in, so...
Yeah, hopefully we're not going to be flooding. I think we're under flood watches today because of the rain. Yeah. Another thing I did was, I don't think I talked about this on our last episode, Jason and I went on a really cute date. It wasn't supposed to be a date. It was supposed to be a friend was going to go with us, but her babysitter called out, and we went to Mountain State Brewery.
Which, if you're ever in the Deep Creek Lake area, go.
It is a delicious place.
It's great.
They do brick oven pizzas, and then the thing I really like about it is they have their own root beer, which is delicious, house-made root beer. And we went there and we booked. They have these igloos that they have put up for the winter and for outdoor dining with COVID, and you can book an igloo, and there's a table that can hold up to, I think, 6 people. Yeah. We were supposed to go with friends, but my friend couldn't get a babysitter, so Jason and I just turned it into a little date thing, and it was super cute. It was 18 degrees outside, and it was bitter cold outside, but our igloo was like 55, 60 degrees, which isn't the warmest, but I wore a sweater, I dressed prepared.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's not...
Yeah. And like our food was hot, so like the food wasn't cold, you know. It was really tasty, and we stayed there for.
Sounds like a very cute date.
It was really cute, and they have it decorated for like all the seasons. Like they haven't taken down Christmas, so it's just like they just added. So they have Christmas decorations, and they've added in a way that it's not too terribly tacky. Like it actually looks kind of cute.
It's probably cold. You don't want to go out there bother taking it down.
Yeah. Well, I felt bad for our waitress, and I'm just like. I would wave her. I'm like, we're good, you know, so she didn't have to come check on us. But yeah, it was really cute, and it has it had 2 heaters in it. One of them looks like an actual like fireplace, which added to that like cute little romantic feel. And then one of them is just that like stand up little cylinder thing, which that thing sucked. It barely put on any heat. But the little fireplacey guy, it seemed to. I was warmest by it, and because we went late at night and it was 18 degrees, we ended up sitting like right next to the heater. I think if we had other people in the tent, it might have been too cold for them because they would have been too far from the heater.
But then again, you're in those igloos, more people, more body heat. Yeah. Just like in general, it kind of like insulates itself.
Yeah, it was really nice. I had a lot of fun, and it was a very nice, like unexpected, like cute romantic date. Yeah. Because it was supposed to be just like a thing with friends. It wasn't supposed to be a date, so it was cute.
But I mean, it was near Valentine's Day, right?
It was Wednesday, and I think it was like the 18th, so it was after Valentine's Day. But they still had all the Valentine's Day decor.
Have a cute Valentine's Day date.
Yeah.
That's what you got to have.
It was cute. It was fun.
You ready to talk about cross stitch?
Yeah, I have a finish. Guys, I have a finish. I'm so excited.
Jump! Ba, 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 ba.
Yo!
It's done! And it's so cute.
This is like, I can't hold it up. This is like the newest section.
I love that. I love those pumpkins. I love the little graveyard.
Yeah, it was, the lower half was definitely fun to stitch.
Yeah, it had a lot more going on than just big swaths.
Yeah, this purple up top was just blah, and the moon was just blah. But down here, it was a lot of fun. It was exciting to keep things moving. I didn't stitch this with the Pattern Keeper app until the bottom, because in this mountain, I got kind of like mixed up on my own because there's like, I don't know if the camera will pick up how many different blues.
Yeah, there's like some waves of different blue colors. Yeah, it's picking it up. It looks great.
So there's a lot of different blues, and they're in different shapes, and so I was just really struggling to keep that straight. So I downloaded Pattern Keeper, and I will be using that from now on because I don't know what I was doing before.
Like looking now. I don't know how I did stuff before. Like, I mean, obviously I used a highlighter and all that nonsense, but.
Yeah,
no.
I don't know.
So that is awesome. It is ready.
It is ready. I am frame shopping. I've actually been frame shopping. I'm looking for used frames. Mm-hmm. I need to go to the Cumberland Emporium.
The Cumberland Emporium has some real fun ones.
Yeah, that is where I'm going next.
And have you been to Christian Crossings?
Checked Christian Crossings and Goodwill. I didn't make it out to Habitat because their hours
are dumb
for working people. So, that is my finish. And then I caught the cross stitch
I
bug.
know, then you lost your
I went
mind.
insane, guys.
So do you want to do, well, all your other stuff is going to be new starts, right?
All of mine are new starts. So do you
All right.
want to show updates?
I'll show an update. Well, first of all, I want to talk about, no, I'll skip that. We'll come back to it. I have thoughts in my head. I'm trying to keep things straight. I'll do this one on top here. So this is called Hobbiton by Unova cross stitch.
Yep.
And this is what it's gonna look like. And this I am stitching for a friend, and I am making, I mean, it's a weird thing to kind of try and keep track of progress because it's so much confetti that you kind of can't tell what if you're growing or not. But
Yeah.
this is what it looked like last time. So see if you can tell a difference.
I think I can.
This is what it looked like last time, and this is what it looked like what it looks like now. Just pull that up there. Give it a second because I notice I wiggle a lot. So let me let you look at it for a second. So, burp, burp, burp. All this down here is new.
Yeah,
All the
looks like
confetti through here is new.
Yeah,
I've
you got
worked
farther
around
out.
Bilbo, filled in more of the side of the wall here. It's coming along. It's not, I did a lot of, let me show you my back really quick. I traveled a lot. I have very long strings going because there's one dot there, and there's one dot there, and there's one dot there, and there's like, I had to get them. I had to get them done.
And it's full cover, so the traveling won't be
Yeah, the
noticeable.
traveling will not be noticeable. It will be secured under other things. And I wanted to do, I'm doing now whatever the lowest number, like if I have this green that had all the travel, it had 12 stitches left. I'm like, I'm finishing this color. I'm just getting it done. Now, I panicked a little bit because it's really far out. So I double checked the count. Sarah double checked the count. I double checked the count again to make sure it was correct before I went that far.
Oh my god.
Because when I was doing the peacock, every time I traveled, I'd be ripping stitches. Every time I traveled for more than 5. If it was more than 5 away, I was in trouble. I could not count. I felt like I was back in kindergarten, like, I don't know. 14 apparently escapes me. I just can't do it. So I was very careful.
I don't go far.
Now I have lots of landmarks, so nothing should be very far from each other now because I've put these landmark stitches in.
Yeah.
So I finished up, I think, another 2 or 3 colors.
Completely done.
Completely done. But they had like 50 stitches. So it was easy to finish up.
Wow.
So this is coming along. This actual picture is going to be like this big. Kind of here.
Really?
Yeah, it's not huge.
I thought it would.
And then
go
I'm
up
going to
more.
do a quote underneath, a quote from the Hobbit underneath. So there's lettering
That's gonna
down
be
there.
cool.
And then, so the actual like, what's going to be on the door is only going to be like, you know, it's not going to be ridiculous.
No, it's not. You
But
just
I
have a
needed-
lot of fabric for framing.
I have a lot of fabric for framing, but
Or maybe you can cut some off and use it.
I might be able to salvage some of it. But either way,
Ornaments only take a little bit.
it is coming along very nicely. I'm making progress on it every
I like it.
2 weeks, which is how I measure time anymore via podcast.
Via podcast, yeah.
So every 2 weeks I make progress on it, and it's coming along quite nicely. Do you want to show them one of your new things?
Yeah. I'll show you this because this is my favorite. Okay, so this is a. So first, I showed this magazine in our last podcast, and I picked a pattern from it. It is From the Heart by Rhind.
This is so cute.
So this is what it's
Look
gonna
how
look like.
adorable.
It's super cute.
That is very cute.
However, I have none of the threads that it calls for. So I improvised with stash because I have accumulated some DMC threads. And then I also bought, at one point when I first started cross stitch, I bought a pack of JP coats from Walmart. And so that has a lot of variety in it. So this is my start. And I realized that I should have brought the threads with me or something. I guess, I don't know. But what I did to pick out was I just, I sort of picked the color for the L to be my, like,
your starting
my starting color, and in the picture, that's the darkest. So I'll get this back open here.
I'll hold this up when you do.
Yeah.
This is just, what count of material is this?
28 count.
Very nice.
It is a very soft fabric. Don't ask me anything about that fabric.
Yeah.
I'm real bad at that. I'm working on it. But yeah, you can see like the L is really red in this. I like the softer pink. So I did a more Devynn-y pink.
Yeah, dusty rose color.
Dusty rose, that's my jam. So I modified it a lot with the colors. And I actually used several colors that we used in our Be Well.
Oh yeah.
The birds are gonna be the purples. I forget the numbers, but and then the keyhole heart is the yellow from Be Well. From the flowers, not the bumblebee.
Yeah, because you used like what, one strand of
yellow.
Yeah.
So I just kind of like went through my stash and I was like, I'll just make it up because I was too excited to start on it than to go buy all the colors. And I'm glad I did make it up because I really like the colors and how they're going together.
Yeah, it's gonna be very cute. It's gonna be unique to you.
And I kind of went a little crazy. Like I started the border, I did the L, and then I'm like, I wanted to see how the back stitching would look against the L. Mm-hmm. So I did do some back stitching just to make sure it could pop. I did mess up the envelope a little bit. Like I think there's a stitch out here that's not supposed to be, but whatever. It's barely noticeable.
No.
So
I didn't notice.
Cute.
Very cute.
Had a lot of fun working on this. I work on this while Jason plays video games. It's my thing.
There you go. I work on my stuff. I finished this sweater while Sarah murdered people in Dead by Daylight. That's why I was. It was difficult though because I'm screaming at the TV.
Me too. With the game, Jason's playing a new game that's I think it's Battlefield 5. It is a very moving story, and I'm just like, murder that person, run,
Yeah.
get down.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one screaming. Because in Dead by Daylight you can either play as a survivor, or you can play as a killer. And so if she's playing as a killer, I'm like, they went left, go, stab them harder, go, run, get them. And if she's a survivor, I'm like, he's there, run away, hide, can you hide? Because I know nothing about how the game works. I just am involved.
It's fun stitching while they game.
It is fun. It's like a shared experience thing. All right, so this one, dun dun dun. So this one I'm going to talk about a little bit before we get started. So this is the Horrific Halloween banner by Stoney Creek. This is the section I'm on. This is what it's going to look like.
It's the Moon and Stars.
It's the Moon and Stars. It's the very last one. And
cute.
I joined this past week. There's a Facebook group called Halloween 21. And it is I cannot remember her name. It's Anna something.
Oh, I don't know.
Started it to just do 21 Halloween finishes in the year 2021. And she's a designer, and she had has a blog and everything goes through her progress on the 21. But she started this Facebook group, and it's a lot of fun, and everybody is so nice and supportive, and like
it is a
finding
really
freebies
group.
And doing all stuff because
oh my gosh, if you want freebies,
if you want some free Halloween stuff, they have a ton, especially smalls and fun things. Mm-hmm. Really cute.
There's even some really cool free banners.
Uh-huh.
There's a trick or treat one.
Oh yeah, there's some cute stuff. So they are. I signed up. Was just gonna kind of haunt it because Halloween.
And then you're like, no, I'm doing it.
And
this.
I'm like, I'm doing it. I saw like 3 people being like, I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm excited. So I joined up and I posted I think I got like 16 out of 21, like planned projects, things I want to do. I have too many bigs. I know that right away. Like I'm going to be down to the last couple months and being like, I need 13 smalls. Come on, let's go. I need to get them. But I posted this that I had been working on. And everybody went a little nuts for it. They were
Yeah.
like, holy moly, what is this? This is so cool. Because, for one thing, it has 6 panels. And so you can get 6 finishes out of it.
Yeah.
And so then somebody else posted a couple days later, I just finished this. Everybody's like, I love this thing. Where is it? So I'm really glad that more people are aware of the Stoney Creek banner because it's the cutest thing in the world.
It is super cool.
Alrighty.
And I told you this. I think I've said this before on the podcast. Every time you show this, I go through and I look at the other Stoney Creek pattern of the month Halloween ones. None of them measure to this one. This one really is awesome.
This one is really special. So, this is my progress on the last section.
Look at the moon. Oh, you did the eye. That's
Got
cute.
down to the eye of this moon. This reminded me of you and the Nightmare Before Christmas one. Because this moon is fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's so big and it's so just like I feel like the type of and then I got to the eye and I'm like
yeah.
the
yeah. I can feel the pain.
So what I've been doing after I got a little fed up with it is now I do a strand of the purple up here for the word. And then I do a strand of moon, and then I'll do a strand to just like break it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And that is nice. And this little black dot down here is his nostril
Aww.
of his little witchy nose. So this is really cute. This is my final panel, and then this will be done.
Woo-hoo.
And it will be my first finish for the Halloween 21.
Yes.
I've got some smalls lined up, and I've got some stuff coming up.
Are you going to count the other panels?
No, because technically, I guess I could count this as 2.
This one was finished in 2021.
This one was finished in 2021. And this one, so I could count this as 2. If I got down to the final months and I'm like, just not gonna make it, I'll count this as 2.
Yeah.
But for now, it is just, I'm gonna count it as 1 for now.
Yeah.
So this and
It is super cute.
It is super cute.
Hold the whole thing up.
Let's do the whole thing.
Yes. Look at this banner. Look at that moon. That is so cool.
And the moon's gonna glow in the dark.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah. So
the ghost here does too. Doesn't like pretty much everything that's white.
Everything that's white is the glow in the dark.
Oh, this is fence post?
Those fence posts, yep.
That's cute.
The frog's eyeballs will glow in the dark.
The little skull up here.
The little skull up there will glow in the dark.
That's cute.
Yep.
I can't wait until this is finished.
I know. Me too. I can't wait to have it. I want to have it.
And then you're going to hang it up right away, right? You're not going to wait until Halloween?
I mean, pretty much, because I'm going to just have it out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be like, it's going to be right in when you come in the door.
I mean, you bought that in what, 2018?
2018.
Yeah.
Because I saw it in a magazine. I can't remember what magazine I saw it in. Probably a Stoney Creek put out a magazine?
I think.
Can't remember.
Maybe. I think they do. Yeah, I feel like they do.
I could also be, when I first started cross-stitching, I just would go through the magazine rack at Walmart and pick up one every once in a while. So it could be in one of those random ones that I picked up. But I saw it in the year they were putting it out because I got the patterns.
Right away.
Yeah, right away and for free.
Free but shipped.
Free but shipped. You got to pay the shipping.
Because they're not digital.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
Yeah. So that's coming along. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about my challenge. And while Halloween lives in my heart, it was never going to stop. Like, you guys should know that by now, that Halloween was just never going to stop for me. I am going to not just have nothing but Halloween. I'm going to probably replace this with a Halloween one just to keep my roll going. But if I finish something else, I'll replace it with a non-Halloween.
Yeah, well, you have Bilbo right now.
I have Bilbo and I have the Mandala that I'm going to show in a bit.
Yeah.
So I've got stuff. Yeah. But
well,
I just don't want people to get overwhelmed with the sheer amount of Halloween that lives in my heart.
They might, because mine's all Halloween too. Well, no, I have I'll show my next one that's not Halloween.
Yeah. Let's do
I
another
have
one.
2 that aren't Halloween. The love one that I already showed. And then this one is, I don't know, there's no point in unfolding this whole piece of fabric.
There you go.
This is,
oh my gosh, look at
this. I guess I should move my little guy over. This is Life is a Game. and it is, all the letters are different, like iconic things from video games. So this is like the Mario brick, and this is the whole length of the L. All I have to do is finish filling in some of the black stitching and then come out for the letter L for Life is a Game. And this is by Chocococo Stitches on Etsy. 14 count just black Ada that I got at Four Seasons.
Yeah. That is so cool. Look at the progress you made. This is what it's gonna look like. This is the whole huge thing she started.
I'm trying to look at each letter as a project.
Yeah, each letter is a project.
So it's
and
not overwhelming.
Each of these letters is like a different game, right? Like that's Mario.
Yeah, I think there's 2 that are Mario. There's a Pac-Man. One of the letters is Pac-Man.
Yes.
There's Potions.
Legend of Zelda.
I don't remember them all, but those are the ones I remember.
Oh yeah, because there's one that's pipes, right? So
There
are a couple that are Mario.
Yeah, there's 2 Mario. But yeah, I was really hoping to have this whole L finished, but I was watching Jason play the video game last night, and I was more watching the game than stitching, so I didn't get as far as I wanted.
But I mean, that is significant progress.
And if you're wondering about this weird green thread, that is where Lauren tried to show me how to grid my fabric. And I was like, oh, that just gives me a good starting point.
It just gives you a good starting point.
I don't need to grid the whole thing. So hopefully I can just, I think I might run some white thread through the space in between letters just so I don't mess everything up.
Right.
But
yeah, because like once you get a letter started and like having that good corner to start off
yeah.
of, and then the next letter's not going to be incredibly far away.
Yeah, and I mean, I left myself like a lot of room for framing.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And when you did this, you took the green all the way down, so
you've got a whole side and a whole top to start on.
I've got a massive amount of fabric to frame with, so that's going to be pretty cool.
It's going to be a big piece, though.
It is going to be a big piece. And I'm trying, like I said, the goal is to have 1 letter per episode, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, that didn't happen this time. I kind of went cross-stitch crazy. I could have had this letter done, but no, I had to start 15 projects. I'm sorry, the nightmare just overwhelmed me the night before Christmas.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I want to do all this other stuff. So now I'm doing all the other stuff. So I have more.
All right, I have 2 more. My turn?
Okay, yeah.
All right, since you went non-Halloween, I'll go non-Halloween. So this is an update on... this is Mandala number 0267 by
I don't know.
Kana and Elon. Couldn't remember the order they put them. And I have made some progress.
That looks beautiful.
So this is what it looked like last time, and I just had like one little arm done.
One little arm.
And we have
Look at that.
We're coming along quite quickly, which I'm really impressed
with. I love these leaves. I love it.
So I've got another arm started up at the top there. I've got many of the leaves done. I got the entire center, I got the entire center cross done. So it is coming along surprisingly quickly. Probably just because there's not color changes, and because of the nature of mandala, you can kind of just keep going. Like you don't have to think, oh, I got to cut a thread here and start a new. You just keep kind of going in a, until you run out of thread. Yeah.
That's what I'm really liking about the Life is a Game too, because the shapes are so simple. Mm-hmm. It's just go.
Just go. And you feel like you said, you feel like you're making progress. Every leaf I finish, every arm, every little dooder I finish, I'm like, that's progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel really motivated on this. So I'm really, really happy about it. And this one is I'm doing to make into a pillow, and I'm excited to have that thing now. I'm like, yes, I'm going to have a thing. It's going to be made with my stuff. It's going to be exactly what I wanted. But I have to talk about this a little bit. So recently, I found out, we have talked on this podcast before, that we called it I'm shade blind. Like I really struggle with different shades. Recently, I found out what that is. I have a type of color blindness called tritanopia. Am I saying that right?
I don't know.
I think that's how you say it. It is wear, and it's really uncommon for women to have it. That's why I didn't think it was actually a thing. Like, my whole life, I knew I was struggling with certain things.
Yeah.
But I never thought, I was always like, well, you're just weird, Lauren. Your eyes are bad. That's just what you get. Turns out, no. I actually have it. Like, if you put things in a certain color gradient, I can't see it. And the only way a girl can have it is if both parents have color blindness. And Dad is 100% known red-green colorblind. My mom, unfortunately, has passed away, so we can't, like, test her. But she had to have something. So I ended up being blue-yellow. I'm not, so you can have it at different levels. You can, like, not be able to tell if that is blue. And it's not like you confuse blue and yellow. Yellow looks, reds look yellow. So pinks and things tend to look yellow. Blues look washed out. You can't tell the difference between blue and gray, which I struggle with really bad. And so that is probably something my mom suffered with. But you can have it from, like, to the point where you can't tell at all, or you can just have damaged cones in your eyes where you're just constantly struggling, which is me. I probably don't have, like, the full blown thing, but I have damaged cones where I just can't. Blue and gray. Our whole basement is painted gray. We're putting white on top of it. I know these things. Nope, the basement is painted blue. I just had to correct myself. I know these things because I'm told those are the colors we're using. Everything looks gray. Everything looks gray. And I struggle when you do shades of gray. So this, to me, looks white. I know it's blue because it was called, like, morning blue on the label.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it is a very light, it's a barely there blue.
It's a barely there blue. So, I mean, it's looking. So, that's why I have my sister come pick out everything. When I picked out the color of thread to go on this, Sarah had to do it. Because this looks white and this looks blue. Mm-hmm. The thread looks blue to me. It looks like an indigo color. What? And she's like, nope, that's like dusty plum. I'm like, I don't even
indigo. That is cool.
Yeah, because of the blue, like, I am struggling to see the certain shades in that color. So
wow.
So there you go. So a thing that I knew was a problem turned out to actually be a thing. So that's special.
That might be why cross stitch is so good for you, because you just do the
They
DMC.
label everything and it's so good.
You don't even have to deal with colors. You just pick the numbers.
Yeah. It's probably also why, like, green is, like, one of my favorite colors.
Because you can see it?
It's a nice neutral for me. Yellow. This looks, I know it's mustard yellow. The mustard helps. The fact that it's not just, like, pure yellow.
Yeah.
But, like, I like some reds. I like some greens. I like my dusty oranges. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. Eyes are weird. The world is weird. But that was just interesting. And I was on the phone at the time I found out. I was chatting with a friend of mine in Texas, just, like, checking up on her, seeing how she's doing and so on. Yeah. I was like, hey, I just found this out. Isn't that weird? And she's like, my husband is red-green colorblind. Hang on. And he got so excited that there was another person in his life with colorblindness. He started sending me memes that she would send him to troll him because she knew he couldn't see it. Well, I'm not the same colorblind as he is, so I could see them. And I was like, I can see these. He's like, what does it say? I'm like, it says this. So then he sent me one, and I'm like, I can't see this. What is this? And he's like, you can't see that? I'm like, no, I can't see it. It looked like, I thought it was rocks at first. It was, like, pebbly, but it was one of those, colorblindness things. He's like, it's a pillow. It's a pillow that says penis. It's a pillow that says penis. I was dying. It was pretty great. So he was excited. I couldn't see it at all. All I saw was that there was a pillow there. Yeah. And it was, like, interestingly patterned. Yeah. And he's like, it says penis. So
this is hilarious.
I know. So it was fun. So that's something I've learned about myself recently.
I'm happy you're learning. At least you have a name for it.
At least I know I'm not just like
You're not just some weird person.
I'm just not like talking about something that's not really a problem for other people. No, it's something special to me. So.
Well, back to cross stitch.
Back to cross stitch. Anyway.
I have another
so
new start. So this is Barbara Anna's The Branch.
This is what it's gonna look like.
And I started.
It's so cute.
So this little box here has a quote in it. And then there's like a tree branch coming out with little houses on it. It's really cute.
I love Barbara Anna's design.
Really,
she does
really
such
cute.
Here, I'll hold this side so we can.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look how
I did a little part of the key. And then I ran out of thread to do the end.
I feel like Barbara Anna is like, I can't tell if she's got to be known for her keys. Like she does keys all the time and scissors. Keys and scissors all the time. And that is such a cute thing. And I'll put the picture there when we said, but like what's the quote on it?
I don't remember.
It says something cute.
Something Halloween-y. The whole thing is Lauren started the 21 Halloween thingy and I'm like, oh, I'll try. So I have 3. I have the Nightmare Before Christmas. I have this, and then I have one more new start that is Halloween themed. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a lot of fun. I don't know this fabric, but you do because you wrote it down.
I do. I wrote it down. This is 16 count Ada in French Cafe Mocha.
Cafe Mocha, and it is really nice. It's a softer Ada.
Mhm.
I like it. I like it a lot.
This is what happens when you buy the quality stuff and not the stuff at Walmart.
Yeah. Well, this black is like burlap. This is like
I've noticed black can be
stuff.
I don't know if because
I would love to have some black like this.
Yeah.
This material. But anyway, it is a cute, fun stitch. I just started this maybe Thursday night after making some jam, so I didn't really get very far.
But it's gonna be very cute.
It's gonna be very cute.
And like Barbara Anna is, and I think the next one I'm gonna show is by Tiny Modernist. I think they do Halloween very whimsical.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be like, I've got in my 21 thing, I've got some horror because my sister's a super big horror movie fan. So I've got some horror ones lined up. But I really like the whimsical Halloween.
I like the whimsy. I also, I picked out some patterns on Etsy that are some like Ouija pagan type theme.
Yeah.
There's a couple there's a palm reading one that's really cool. And let's see, there's Hocus Pocus is my Halloween cult classic movie.
Jam.
So that I will probably be doing a Hocus Pocus based cross stitch at some point.
We would have expected that eventually anyway, right?
Absolutely.
The great thing about this group, if you're interested in doing it, is that almost anything counts as Halloween. If it has a pumpkin, if it has a crow, if it has if it's fall themed, if it's almost anything counts.
Yeah.
So it's really loose, and it's not like anybody's keeping track of you.
There's no
it's
rules.
just for fun.
It's really just a fun thing.
Yeah, it's just for fun, and people on the group are really kind and supportive and constantly giving out freebies and smalls and encouragement. So it's a really great one. All right.
There's a beast over here.
A dusty
beast.
Dusty woes. All right. Last update for me is another one I'm getting so on. So this is Halloween Ouija by Tiny Modernist, one of my favorite designers. I feel like I have 5 of if they put something out, I'm immediately on board.
Jeez,
don't die. Oh God. And this is what it looked like last time. And I'm working on the middle house now, which is, it's so fun. It's a fun house to stitch. And
my goodness, I don't know what I did there.
This is where I am now.
Look at that.
I have the house about halfway done.
It is
Not
so
quite.
cute.
Yeah, it is really coming along. I've got my little kitten on there.
I love the cat.
And so I've recently got these boards, these kind of slats going up in the top here. Put a little, I had just a little bit of thread left, so I started that number 1 and got that done. It is really coming along. I've got the middle front door will be right here, and then on this side there's a little skull, and where the cat is, and we have a little skull, and it is so cute.
It is,
and it's coming along so good. So, and then I will just have, and I'll probably do this similar to the one. As I go across the top of the house, I'll get the row of numbers from the top. And then I just have the alphabet up above that.
Ooh.
So this is what it's looking like.
It is
together.
Super cute.
It is so great. Yeah, so this is going to be my second finish. And I will be really excited to have this out. This is just, I mean, it's so classy. It feels classy.
I really like it. That Weeks Dye Works thread.
Yeah.
With the with that fabric, it just looks really, really, really nice. It's not so sometimes, I mean, I love DMC. Right. But sometimes DMC can just fall a little flat.
Yeah. Definitely.
And this has so much going on because that fabric's got that mottled dye, and then the thread is also a little variegated.
Yeah, that over dyed thread really kind of makes it. So now when I fold this up, I was always just looking at a blank square, but now I get to see something, and it's coming along. So I would say probably this. Could I do that fast?
By next podcast?
This one is not going to be done, but this will, at minimum, by March. Like, this is by the end of March.
Yeah.
Going to be done. The Halloween banner might be done by next podcast.
Yeah.
It's coming along really quick. So,
we shall see that.
We shall see. We'll see. I could also fall into a terrible slump and just get nothing done. I mean, I've been there before, so we can't roll that out.
You could also fall into a let me start 15 more projects.
I could start into a let me start 15 new things. Or I could start decorating my basement, which is another exciting thing I get to do soon. So, who knows?
I have one more start.
Oh, this is so cute.
When Lauren and I went to Four Seasons Stitchery this weekend, or not this weekend. Was it this weekend?
Yeah. No, it was like on Wednesday. For no reason. We just decided to go. That's the best kind of trips.
So I have been wanting to do a Mill Hill kit since she did her harvest
Mill Caravan, Autumn Caravan.
Yeah. So I bought a little Millville kit. I really liked this little lantern style. And I started it. Whoops, my thread is...
Natural threads. Start a window!
It's the window, and I already did some beading. I'm just kind of doing it all as I go. I don't know. Lauren told me, I did all my beading later. I'm like, whatever, let me just do it now.
Do what you want to do. Do what makes sense for you. So
this has been a lot of fun. It's been, it's a good thing that I have some of the colors in stash, because one of them I completely, I don't know what happened. It became a total knot, and I ruined it. Like all the threads. Yeah, the big. But luckily that color has been in. It's like 742, which is.
It's a nice. That's tangerine.
It's in everything. It's in the Life is a Game. It's a nice orange. Nightmare Before Christmas. So I have it I have 4 skeins of it. So I'm like, yeah, it's a good one to screw up, but. Yeah, I've been having some fun with the Millville kit. I need to get little containers for the beads, because right now I'm just popping it in the baggie and hoping I don't have a disaster.
I'll give you one of my, I bought a thing for jewelry making. It's like a tube that has lots of little things. I'll give you one so you can at least, because putting them on the needle is easier too if you're in a container. Yeah. You can
Well, I was going to use, I just have little trinket dishes. Yeah. And I was just going to put them in that.
That works perfect.
They don't have lids or anything.
I save spice jars to put beads
cute.
in. I'm a jar goblin though. If it has a good lid, I'm like, I'm gonna keep this. I might need to put stuff in this, and then it just ends up with bacon grease or something.
You just have a collection of jars. Yeah, so that is my last start. So I went from doing the Nightmare Before Christmas I think it's the only thing I've shown for the last 5 episodes, to now I have 15 things, guys, so you get something to look forward to.
But that's exciting.
I'm yes, the cross-stitch inspiration is back.
Yes. Yes.
And I can't wait to find a frame for this thing. That's gonna be
really nice. You're gonna try and do like an oval frame since
I'm gonna try to find an oval frame, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's a little hard to find these days.
It is. I couldn't find any especially used. I am looking for used just because that's where I always start.
Yeah.
If I really feel like I can't, I did find one on. I do think I can find one on Amazon, maybe Michael's. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I really like him. Let me just show it again because this is so much work, y'all. You don't even know. Actually, you guys probably do know. Some of you out there, you know.
But it turned out so good. And that's for Elizabeth, right?
Yeah. She's gonna love it. I already sent her a picture of it. I'm like, look what I finally finished. Now I just gotta frame it.
Yeah. So real quick, this will be the last kind of thing we talk about. Oh, hang on. Let me take a label off.
I got hair everywhere.
You got a Mill Hill kit, and I got a Mill Hill kit. Oh, hang on. Let me take it out of the packaging. Hang on. Crinkles.
Maybe.
Oh, God.
I'm having a hair catastrophe.
I avoid those.
What, hair catastrophes?
Yeah. So that's mine. It's a little gravestone with some kind of wisp behind it and a little crow on top.
Super cute.
Very cute. It's going to be one of my... So I went from 16 and very quickly realized, oh, actually, I can get like 18, 19. I can count some of these other things that I had been planning to do anyway as Halloween because they are spooky or they have a bird.
They have a bird or a pumpkin.
Yeah, I can totally count
Your
those.
Fall of the Patriarchy could count.
My Fall of the Patriarchy is going to count. I'm going to count that one. If you've been with us for a little while, I haven't had it out in a while, but I'm doing a really cute one with fall leaves. That counts. This guy, which I picked up just because you said I'm getting one, and I was like, well, okay,
well, I need one too.
And they're like less than $10. And so, it's really, I mean, these are just fun. They're just fun to do.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I'm getting there. It's happening.
You're going to have 21 easily. I'm like, I've got 3 Halloween things.
But it's only February.
I don't know, man. I'm the world's slowest cross-stitcher. Let's just keep
But
that.
look at what progress you just made. Turns out when you, like, not just bogged down by one project, you really can whip through them.
We'll see.
We'll see.
If that
and it's always like, I mean, I go through phases where I want to work on nothing but, like, my blanket.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm not really motivated to work on anything else right now.
Well, that's kind of been, like, I've wanted to work on the love one.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted to work on that one a lot. And I've had to say, no, Devyn, you're gonna try to finish the L in Life is a Game. And I don't like
you can use my psychotic thing where I use a random number generator to decide what I'm working on.
No, I can't do that. I can't have that much control in my life.
It's good for you.
No.
It's good for you.
That's...
All right. So, we'll be back in 2 weeks with updates on all these fun projects. Hopefully, maybe some finishes.
Maybe more new starts.
Maybe more new starts. Maybe we'll just get the bug. And updates on Halloween year-round, but also maybe some lovey stuff and maybe some...
I'm looking forward to some spring stuff, too.
Yeah, some spring stuff is definitely hitting my my feed soon.
Yeah.
So, we'll have lots of stuff to talk about. So... Come back in 2 weeks. If you're working on any project, if you're doing any Halloween stuff, if you're interested in joining that group, comment down below and tell us what you're planning to work on. And other than that, we'll see you
next
in
time.
March. So, see ya.
Bye, guys.